Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'll get moving in just a moment. But today is the first day we're using the external mic. Her boyfriend didn't look happy, but hey, not my problem. First day we're using the external mic. So I'm just going to be testing 1 second, guys, before I get moving to see that we are completely connected and that everything is normal and good with the mic. I dare say it is, but you know I like to be kind of certain about these things, folks, let's be honest. So let's just connect to the camera and double check that all is good. Yep, looks like we're good to go. Ho, ho, ho. That's what I was hoping. So, midweek, darlings, yes, midweek. Why is it midweek? Well, because it's not the beginning of the week and it's not the end of the week. That makes it midweek inherently. Now today we should be seeing Le Blues and the Royals. No, I'm not talking about the French football team, everybody. Magnificent as it has thus far been. I'm talking about the other regiment in the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment. The umbrella term for the two regiments together. As is on the plaque at Knightsbridge Barracks, the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment. Now, as far as I'm aware, there are not a whole bunch of very early football matches today. And I mention that because, goodness gracious me, behind me there are lots of people that are already on the liquor. Already. Speaking about on the liquor, we've got PMQs today, haven't we? Yes, we have. This is why it's packed, this is why there are lots of police, this is why we've got a bunch of deluded people with European Union flags. Very odd, but hey, we can't all think logically, so they can be forgiven for the moment. I mean, were we in the EU, I'd kind of understand that we'd have a secondary flag, but as we're not, we have a flag, the Union flag. But sadly, that very rarely gets flown. Although at Horse Guards today, we should be seeing it flying, fluttering proudly. Now, it might seem like it's a bit of a kind of day, weather-wise. Guys, it's bliss, okay? It's in the high 20s. The light is all right, not the best, not the worst. But humidity has dropped so much since last week. So much, I'd even kind of guess it had gone down to maybe 60%, 60 to 70%. Incredible difference, actually. There's nothing more relaxing than be able to do this. That's why I like the winters as well. Without, worrying about that sticky suntan lotion and, oh, bro's got himself a ladyboy. Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, to be honest, he's not in Pattaya. He's brave. He's very brave because he knows the kind of looks and/or comments he'll be getting here with his ladyboy friend, walking hand in hand along Whitehall. You've seen it all now, folks. Oh yeah. I'm just hoping that I'm right, but I mean, I always look for the Adam's apple, and that was Adam's, Bramley apple, wasn't it? Cleanly and plainly. So I don't think I'm being, intentionally disrespectful. I'm just observing what I believe to be true. Oh goodness. Now, I noticed this construction started in the centre of Whitehall. The reason for that, my darlings, is that yes, it is Pride weekend this weekend in London. Will I be at it? Maybe. Will I be participating? Probably not. Will I be wearing a costume? Highly unlikely. But I will do my best, if I'm able to go alone, that is. I'll do my best, if I'm alone that day, to go out and capture as much as I can. Seen it before. A few times, actually, we've seen it before. And filmed it, I think, the year before last, but it's a proper squisher, that one. And all the press photographers get out super early and grab the best spots, on top of telecoms cabinets and that kind of stuff. So they've got, an elevated position with zero chance of getting any obstructions for their pictures. So yeah, it's a difficult one to film, actually. Massively so, to be honest. But hey, if I can, I will. If not, there's a very good chance I'll be out and about in Soho on Saturday night for Jarl. Because to be honest, I think a little bit of nighttime, occasional, not regular, but occasional nighttime content would not go amiss, would it? You know, you'd all like to see me getting a slap, wouldn't you? Let's be honest, come on. It's way overdue, so... Actually, wait, they're cleaning the memorial. It's conservation of sculpture and architectural features. How appropriate for a company named Antique Bronze. One would never guess they dealt with bronzes of an antique or antiquated nature from the company name. Brilliant. Whoever opened that company got it just right. So the decision's been made, guys, to, not every single time, but many times when I'm out, especially on the days that I've got an inkling it'll be busier and or chaotic, the decision's been taken to film both ways, because you, the audience, you know, in roughly two groups, are like, yes, we want it this way, and yes, we want it that way. In other words, you want your bloody cake and you want to eat it, don't you? Yes, you do, but you know what, so do I, so that's fine. It means we're on the same page, and it kind of makes it easier, to be honest, for me, as I've always got that backup. I mean, being out with two mics is a first for me. I really hope, I tested everything, I really hope it works out. I do like a bit of how to say it, you know, kind of like a tech geek with, you know, all of these little accoutrements hanging from my person. Right. Yeah, bro, maybe look ahead. Damn, that is super fast e-bike. Good that they're really starting to clamp down on the e-bikes that have had their limiters removed. Because one of those goes into you at even 30 miles an hour, that's it, you're done. It's like a little tank. They're super heavy. They can't even pick them up. Super, super, super duper heavy. Okay, so we are here. I mean, I have no idea how much time we've got. So they change over. Let's grab ourselves a spot. Oops, trying to avoid this guy's bushy hair. 1 second. And it's 11:47, so we've got 12, 13 minutes, guys. Until this trooper, popular trooper for obvious reasons, is done. And heads off. I mean, the crowd's in the centre. Eesh, yikes. That's a lot of people already. Okay, first family shot of the morning.
Thank you.
US folks. Now, I'm going to wager by how many people we're seeing here at the front, it might be a banger today. This is a lot. For this time, when they haven't yet finished the noon swap, and the Palace lot are not here yet, this is a lot. This is a very healthy number of tourists. Look at it all. I mean, like, what on earth? Let's hope it stays like this and or picks up somewhat. You've also perhaps noticed everything looks kind of a little bit sort of slightly yellowy, slightly, you know, sepia-esque today. It's the light, folks. We've got this kind of odd yellowy overcast clouding today. Very, very curious, to be honest. I pushed my glasses down to check. I'm like, why is it look a little bit yellowy? But that's what it is, yeah. It's not the kit malfunctioning, at least not yet. And to be honest, it's actually the first day in the, what, 2.5 weeks that it's been an absolute pleasure to film without even needing to think about, oh, she gave a salute to the horse, without even needing to think about the sunshine beating on my delicate, fragile alabaster skin. Okay, I think the group here are from Germany. Yes, Deutschland über alles. I've got a feeling though, guys, I'm not sure. It's just a hunch. Yeah, I can't quite isolate why it's a hunch, but I'm reasonably certain there's basically zero chance of Germany winning the World Cup. And there's a good reason for that. They've already been knocked out. That's the reason for that. Who's like, who was knocked out? Yes, they're gone. As in fact are the Netherlands, yeah. A couple of early upsets in this World Cup. Don't you do it. No one that wears red socks is allowed to touch the horse. Okay? Even if you're the regimental sergeant major wearing the same red socks to match the plume, you're still not allowed to touch the horse. Yeah, that's right. Now, I'm quite happy actually, or as it might sound, that this very loud shouting no-nonsense trooper is out now. Not because he'll be leaving shortly, but because I'm intrigued to see who comes out next. I've got a hunch, but we'll wait and see. Also good to see, looking into the yard, one of our favourite officers has returned. Not the lady officer, we've seen her many times, but another officer that has also featured for his acts of kindness. He's here, he's back, he's in the yard, and I'm sure we're going to see him clearing all of these, what's the word I'm looking for? Guests, there we are. I said it politely. All of these guests, look, all of these lovely guests here in central London, all going to be cleared away. Yep. They're going to be recycled and sent back to Heathrow. We've got 9 minutes, give or take, until the change. Oh my goodness me, look at the flipping size of that tour guide's MLA banner. I'm trying to think of what it could stand for. MLA, minus lobotomy, all right? Yeah, that would explain it, wouldn't it? Hello, is any tourist going to come over here or what, or do I smell? I mean, I did, to be fair, forget to put on my underarm deodorant today, but I didn't think it was that bad. But then apparently you can't really smell yourself, so... I mean, like, wait, they've actually, seriously, everyone, no, I'm not joking, if I move way back, like way back here, everyone walked away. It's got to be me. If I walk to that end now, I bet they'll all come back. Modern Language Associates or something it probably means, the MLA group. I've got no clue, guys. Let's have a quick look at the soldier in the other box before we decide to refocus on the first one. Got a professional photography bro. Got a couple of usual spammers here. I mean, not really a great surprise, but let's have a look at this end. Oh, it's kicking off already. Look, they didn't see me. That's the best part, guys, of having my kind of like little disguise hat. It means that they don't get to see me when they pass. Stableman is about to exit the yard, I believe. Oh, we haven't seen him on a horse for ages. It's great to see him back, though. I would have assumed, actually, and I know this trooper, I would have assumed he would be down at Bulford by now. I'm going to go back to the other end before the flood out of the gates. Didn't quite get as much as I was hoping, but my goodness. You know what, I'm actually going to stand kind of in the middle-ish today, not bang on, but kind of. That way, we get to see what happens at both ends. Ta-da! Bit early. I wouldn't quite go as far as saying premature, but 7.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes early is pretty early, to be honest. Also, looking through the tunnel, they have barriered off the parade ground. I'm guessing that's because they just started or are just finishing up construction for the new seating for Beating Retreat. If I think of it, I will make some time, guys, to go and have a look. Very strange that they're this early. Like 7 minutes is well early. Even a trooper coming through the tunnel with a bunch of, I don't know, packages or whatever, supplies, or maybe that's an early Christmas present for me. Even he paused, wasn't sure if he was going to be allowed through. He is, and here come my gifts. Yep, he's just going to pop them down behind me, guys. We'll leave him to it. Very thoughtful, actually. The army, they're incredibly kind sometimes. Given, you know, the nature of the strained budgets, the fact that things are not great, you know, financially. Keir Starmer announced more cuts to the MOD budget, and I think the best way to describe the current state is up creek without a paddle, at least until we get somebody decent.
Excuse me, can we go cut through?
Unfortunately not. We're just about to change spots already. Yeah.
How long will that be, sir, roughly?
Give or take about 5 to 10 minutes.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
So I'm obviously keen to see who's out next, but equally surprised that it's so early. I'm glad I didn't go in the yard actually, because waiting 6-7 minutes for the changeover would actually be quite annoying. What I'm going to do on the main video, actually, hold on, let's have a look. We can still see, the thing is, the office is going to be super strict, in a good way, with anyone trying to go forward. So the chance of us getting a single person going anywhere near a horse, for the moment, is borderline 0, I would say. I think some have given up and decided to leave. Strange though, I've always found it that people are actively always allowed to leave the yard when the guard change is, just about to begin, but they're not allowed to enter the yard. I don't quite get that, unless I'm missing something here. Yeah, if all of these people are leaving, then there's going to be an awful lot of space on the line, is there not? Flip, wait, hold on a second, what's happened? Did somebody, I think somebody maybe had an Indian curry last night on the line in the yard, had a small accident, and everybody, look, they were like, you know what, I can't stand here and deal with that. You all right? Yeah, pretty good. Yourself?
Yeah, that's you go.
Busy or not busy?
Today was last week. Well, the council didn't cut the time last week.
Yeah, I think we might have 1 or 2 more as BD retreats about to start, isn't it? But maybe not.
Is that what it is? I thought it was they're doing a concert. They've done it already.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah, the kind of BD retreat concert for three nights. Is the parade ground actually kind of closed, the central area?
You can get, the central area is, yeah.
So, that, for example, the horses probably didn't line up this morning?
You can come from St James's Park and walk down the street, and walk down the street, and you can't get to the middle of it.
Oh, that's probably why, isn't it? Actually, they're getting ready for it. I can see actually the new seating at the back.
Yeah. You can come on either side, you come past the Abbott route, you can come past down the street.
I wonder then if they came in through the front gates this morning, or whether they entered...
Came down the Mall.
If they came down the Mall, then they must have come through here, which would have meant they couldn't line up at the back, surely, no? Unless there's a gap, but then there's a forklift zooming around at the back. So horses, forklift, not sure about that.
I saw someone coming up the Mall, so I don't know how they got into it.
Unless, of course, that was done earlier today, or they stopped all action at the back. GSM Stokes, folks, in his... what is it again? I forget. ATP, no, what is it? The combats. I always forget, guys, the acronym for the camos, the combat uniforms. So ATP or CTP or CC, I don't know. No, CCP is the Communist Party. it's not
very different thing.
Actually, talking about the Communist Party, damn, my favourite Chinese group just turned up and I'm stuck here in the middle. It is a different thing. It's very curious that they started pushing everybody back 7.5, 8 minutes before the changeover this morning. Okay, the officer's watch is definitely a bit off compared to the clock. I see it as being at least 2 to 3 minutes. That's not fair. Wait, other guy earlier on, a few minutes ago with his daughter, it's like, oh, what's happening? Officer, you can't go in, you need to wait here. So he missed it, being in the yard, on the line with everyone else, and yet others were allowed to run in. I get it. The inconsistency here is an interesting and occasionally curious thing. Now, part of the reason I'm in the centre, guys, it's not purely by accident. Part of the reason I'm in the centre is to get some really, really clear, hopefully crystal clear footage of the Lance Corporal of Horse marching up in his finery. It'll look, I'm not too close, I'm behind the bollard, but it will look, I think, because of the nature of that lens, like his nose is going to bash into the camera as he marches out. Desperate. Ukrainian, I don't know, actually, I thought Ukrainian, but it's Scottish. See you later. Yes, see you later. Okay, that's definite now. There's no way they're letting anyone out either way. It's odd because the far corner, empty, not a single person. VIP corner, empty, not a single person. This side, absolutely chocker. How are they? Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, the police are not letting anybody over to the two other sides. For whatever reason. Don't know why, actually. Got no idea why. Usual numbers here. So it's definitely not that. So we didn't get much of a look at this fellow. But here he is. We've seen him before. Now I'm hoping any moment we're actually going to get some more horses coming out. I am directly, absolutely bang on directly in front of the entrance to the tunnel. So I really hope the officer marches out central to the tunnel. It's about to start. Still got tourists coming forward over on this side. Not in the box. Officer's telling her. Yes, move. Right, which two young gents have we got now for this shift? I have an idea, and I also have a hope, as I'm sure do a lot of you. Patience growing thin at that end with people not listening to the instructions. That is one of the largest crowds I've ever seen stuffed along the line on the left-hand side. It's 6, 7, 8 deep, easy. Gosh, she's actually bang on centre. Even if they had a tape measure and came out to it, they couldn't have got it any more central than this gent has just got it. That's incredible. Fantastic. Didn't film it in this spot for more than a year. Okay, so same faces that we saw in the blues a few days ago, but this is going to be a very difficult one because the extremely loud, no-nonsense, handsome new trooper is on the right in the inverted commas quieter box. The other trooper, who's a little bit more reserved, is in the left-hand box. So it's kind of like, very hard to decide, guys. I think it might be a bit of a split, but instinctively, I'll go for. I'm torn. I'm genuinely torn. I've got a feeling we're going to see chaos on the left. Several Chinese groups just turned up. There's a bit more space, etc. on the right. Thing is, troop on the left isn't particularly vocal. But ultimately, we want to film the most interaction that we possibly can between a given trooper and the public. I think that's a fair thing to say, is it not? So we will start here and see how we go, folks. Yeah, this is going to be our beginning point. And see, oh wow. Actually, wait, it's a rich group. They are rich. Look, they've got a pro videographer. This group from China. Look at that. That is pro. That makes my stuff look like I just went and bought it on Temu. I'll try to get a little bit more central because it is busy today. It's okay. Damn, somebody just rolled out in the chair and stopped beautifully. She got it spot on, stopped exactly on the line without even looking down. How did she do that? Line detection software, maybe, using AI to power, steer, and position the wheelchair. Absolutely incredible to see. Okay. Be really interested, genuinely really interested, because we still haven't seen it yet, to see what happens if somebody, other than of course his colleague, pops in the box right next to the horse. Let's hope it's not going to be birthday girl here on the right with her mum. This lady in front of me, the blondie in the corner of the box. A lot of troopers wouldn't have that at all. They'd be like, get out of the box. I don't think, however, that the fellow that we're looking at now, I don't think, for whatever reason, maybe either the camera or simply because he's not up for it, doesn't like to shout, I don't think we're going to see or hear any verbal at all at this end today. That's what I think. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, but what about, it's inconsistent, it's not fair, etc., etc. His horse, his rules. Brilliant. Police officer, like the gent he is asking everybody to get out of the way to make some space for the young lady. Love it. Absolutely love it. That's the way it should be, folks, because the crowds here are way too crazy. So it's really good that he's helping her to get through this mush in the chair. Not actually even because everyone's like, rude and wouldn't move out of the way, but it's so densely packed here sometimes that there isn't the physical space for everybody to move and make room for the wheelchair. Police horses clopping behind me. This is a curious one. Look at this. We've got these two going into the yard. Meanwhile, we've got these three playing catch up. I think going back to the stables. One would surmise. Yeah, we'll even split it because I'm pretty convinced, folks, that even if the whole of Beijing turned up and staged a sit-down protest in the box, I still think that we wouldn't get any verbal, which your guess is as good as mine. There we are, straight in the box, right next to the horse. Look at that, bang in, 100%. That is as in the box as one could potentially envisage somebody getting in the box. He was pretty much within a hair's breadth of his arm touching the horse. So there we have it, folks. I mean, we got what we wanted to see, and that is the response. What was the response? Nothing. That was the response. Which means it's probably time for me to go to the other end. Why? Because there, the trooper will not take any nonsense or people getting close to his horse. Now, the other interesting thing will be to see, or rather to hear, if there are any shouts from the end I've just walked away from after I've left. Does that make sense? In other words, is he not saying a word because there's a camera, or is he not saying a word because he never says a word? That's what I'm wondering. So I guess we'll find out if this Moroccan bro in front of me gets himself out of the way. Ideally this year, it'll be a little easier. Now, we have got, fortunately, a decent number of people at this end this morning. Whether that lasts, anyone's guess. But I'm sure you'll be more than happy, ladies, to enjoy the scenery. I'm talking, of course, about the architecture of the horse and anything else that might catch your eye. Yep, straight away, look. Even if they go through the corner of the box, if they go anywhere near the box, straight away, he speaks up. What a top man. Now, we'll be able to hear if anything kicks off at the other end, but I'm also keeping an eye on it. So I'm filming forward, but at the same time, I'm also watching what's happening at the other end. And I'm not seeing any movement at all. So either nobody's getting in the box and they're all being good as gold, which is pretty much impossible, or he just doesn't want to say anything to those that are. That's twice he's watching in front of the camera. If he does it again, then I'm going to regard it as being intentional. Then I'm going to stick the camera up his nostril. She's bang on the corner, this girl, about 2 millimeters away from getting in trouble. Hello. Her dad, or whoever it is kind of pointing, like, go that way, but she doesn't want to. I think she's realised that she's going to get in trouble if she goes any closer. They are beautifully, if you notice the trooper's gaze, the way he followed the people walking in front of the camera then, they beautifully skirted around the edge, but he was still observing, monitoring, being careful, ready to tell them to get the flipping hell away if needed. So many sneezing tourists there, guys. Can you hear this behind me? It's like, flipping go home, blow your nose, and then come back. Now, the good thing today is that regardless of where I point the camera, in theory, I should be able to get pretty much everything that's happening all around. Now, even though we're not going to get any verbal at the other end, I'm still going to take occasional bits of time at the other end. Why? Why not? The problem as I see it though actually is not even whether somebody speaks up or doesn't speak up. It's the fact that, say for example, this lady here just went and walked in the box, touched the horse, whatever, etc., got a picture right next to the horse. She's going to walk this end and do exactly the same thing. It's unfair that she would get shouted at for not making a mistake she wasn't aware she might make. Does that make sense? In other words, if it's permitted at that end, you're going to think, oh, okay, that's fine, I'll do it at the other end. You walk to the other end, you get shouted at. It's not fair on the tourists, is it really? I mean, not that I really care about whether they get told off or not, but it's actually actively not fair. Either there are rules or there are not rules. Which is it? So curious, to be honest. So curious. I'm just noticing actually there have been quite a few, not going in the box, I know I'm watching it really clearly, quite a few Chinese tourists coming out and walking in front of the other horse. I'm pretty sure cutting through. But I haven't heard anything and I haven't seen any movement at the other end either. I'm thinking actually it's could be the case that the trooper is actually at the other end. He could well be modelling for his forthcoming Madame Tussauds waxwork. There's that much movement. Yeah, Big Ben is that way, bro. But you want to get your picture or not? I think he's looking for whoever he's with. Like, hello, where are you? Take the picture. Looks like we got close protection officer, maybe the guy in the white shirt. His whole everything screams CPO to me. I wonder who's going to get a slap. I hope he's not here for me. He's like, so tell me which one it was. Who was it that filmed you and put you on YouTube looking like a fool with the King's Guard? Was it that guy? He's in the box. Twice. Oops. That's it. Whoever is responsible for licensing CPOs, folks, license needs to be cancelled. What a difference between this end and the other end. Not liking it, guys. I'm really not. Look at this. A former Chinese ballerina. She's pirouetting around the edge of the box. And I'm not exaggerating either. Look, I mean, she's bang on the edge of the box. Brilliant. I wish I had that level of leg and foot control. Everything else. So many bros here today. That's almost like visiting the upholstery department at Peter Jones. If he had a real sense of humour, this gent on the left that just got told to move, he'd push his partner into the box. I've got no idea which language that one is. Wow. So we got what we wanted, which is to see if we were getting a uniform response. And you know what? We're not, bro. Jim's getting ready. He's like, I dare you to put that hand anywhere near my boot, my horse, or even my saddle blanket. I'm trying to see actually where the rest of the group is. This lady on the right is part of our regular favourite earpiece wearing group. But oh, actually, wait, hold on. Some of them are turning up slowly. Oh, somebody next to me is using a An action camera on a gimbal. That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't even know that existed as a thing. Hello, tourists. Hello. Guys, the horse is here, this side, in front of me. Yeah. You need to move yourself a teeny weeny bit, everybody, to the left. That's it. Slowly.
Vous avez vu ça, les filles? Ça, je suis contente. Je suis contente parce que je savais pas si ça se
Even the family groups that are taking group shots, are not on the right side. It's a bloody disgrace is what it is. I honestly cannot understand, guys, this morning why it is that every single person we've seen so far has marched over as though they're going to go straight up to the horse, and they abruptly stop. It's like magic how quickly they stop in 2 seconds and boom. Oh, sorry. That's smashing into me behind. Literally 2 seconds. We're trying to get this this photo shoot in. I'll ask, 1 second. Oh no, I was hoping Moroccan, they're not Moroccan.
خب میدونی خیلی کارش سخته ببین تمام شیفتش باید اینجا باید اصلا آدم نیستش که خب شیفتی خودشه
I speak Arabic actually, but not Moroccan Arabic. Hello bro. Like straight in front of the camera like it doesn't exist. Yeah, I was really hoping actually it would have been a very interesting conversation with the gent and the young lady. I think he's the photographer actually, her photographer. It's quite rare that we can get the good model shots here because half the time people do it this side of the bollards. In other words, they're doing it parallel to me as opposed to in front of the camera. Luckily today there was a bit of space, not a lot, but a bit to move back. This one's definitely scared of the horse, 100% on the right. Didn't take long, did it? It's looking like it might be quite a peaceful day today. It won't last, folks. Get ready for it. Friday will be... I mean, we saw what happened last Friday. But what on earth are they all doing today? Probably 1 in 50 people that have come through the front gate have actually bothered to go up to the horse. In other words, compared to what we would get on a relatively typical morning, the ratio is terrible. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? I don't know. I don't get it. Let's briefly relocate, guys. I will come back again. Have to follow the traffic as best I can. You see here, look, I'm not exaggerating. It's packed. Packed. Yes, it's packed, but at the same time, it almost seems like people are kind of a little bit ambivalent this morning about the fact that there is even horses on duty. That said, it's not going to last. Second, we get all the British lot here, which I think is actually either next week or the week after. It'll be jam-packed all day, every day. I mean, it doesn't matter if you wheeled the chair into the box and lifted it onto the back of the horse, I don't think. Realistic, would it? I'm still not sure the trooper would say anything.
Grant, you actually make four faces in the pictures.
I'm just sort of quietly observing, guys, not just here, but everyone that's coming out the gate and also what's going on at the other end. It's a very odd one this morning, exceptionally so.
Daí, Antônia. Vai devagar, tá? Vai devagarzinho, devagar. Vai lá, meninas. Pode ir mais perto um pouquinho. Pode ir mais perto.
And the funny thing is, guys, I mean, some of you might be thinking, hold on, Trooper doesn't want to be filmed or is oblivious to being filmed, but for whatever reason has decided that he's not going to speak up with people going to the box. Now, given which Corporal of Horse is on today, I'm genuinely surprised that this is being allowed. However, we don't know the instructions that have been given. So much as we're all, myself included, disappointed to see this after superb enforcement by both regiments in the past 2 weeks, we need to reserve judgment somewhat, but I will find out. I will speak to some blues that I know and ask what on earth is going on with one or two that are just not saying a word. Because I genuinely, another one in the box, here look, I genuinely would love to know the actual answer as opposed to the speculative answer. Probably one of the best group shots. This lady would have gotten told to move. She's not really in the box, but she's 50% over. It's a shame, actually. This is another superb group shot that they've just got, but without the horse in the background, unless I was standing way over there on my right, which of course I wasn't. Alas. Flipping hell. I think it was some kind of paella convention, a number of people here from Spain today. Oh, here we go. Straight in the box. This girl, look. She is, guys, I'm not joking. She's in the box. How many troopers will stand for that? None? At least this group, to their credit, have noticed and are pointing out the fact that there is the line. She's still planted there, look, in her little tango cap. Moved closer even, she even took a step closer, look. That is right, unequivocally in the box. Now, if the 17 Marias on my right all decide to head into the box now, there's going to be nothing to realistically stop them. And that is a pity, guys, it's a real pity, honestly. Little bro is like, no. Doesn't like horses, no? Oh, super cute. Yeah, girls, continue screaming a bit louder. You don't know about the guy that's at work behind you. Damn, it's getting like embarrassing how many people are going into the box now at this point. Now they're all waving and saying goodbye to the trooper who hasn't given any indication that he cares less. Floppy head bro on the left is outside the box. I don't think actually the group over there even know what they're here for, because they've just kind of stopped and nattering away. Wait, hold on a second. We've got more earpieces turned up here, this time the yellow ones.
Hey, do you want a picture of the horsey?
Oh, damn it, everyone's going to stop right in front of us. Okay, so the giant Spanish group have finally decided to leave. The point is that they can trample tourists when they misbehave.
More behave.
Yep, that's the honest answer.
Really?
Any naughty ones, the only people that are allowed to go in the box or even sit on the horse with the soldier are Aussies and Kiwis, no one else.
Really?
Yeah. So if you're from either of those countries, count yourself really lucky.
Wow, that's so interesting. Do you want to go take a picture?
Oops, she crashed into the lady behind her. Oops. Sorry, go ahead. It's super funny. Oh my goodness gracious. It's one head after another, guys, bobbing through today's box. Alas, yeah, lots of bobbing heads. Big new group just turned up. I will shortly as well go back to the other end. I haven't decided that I'm going to plonk myself here and annoy all of you with lack of enforcement for the rest of the video. I will go back. I'm just, as I said before, kind of trying to follow the flow of the crowd, at least for the moment. Yeah. Will it last? I mean, I don't know. Might not. Now, the good news is that we didn't miss a single thing because at the other end, it appears no one's been naughty. What's that? Oh, wait, we've got a photography student who's trying to get the perfect picture of her little toys. It's okay, no, go ahead, it's okay. Go ahead. Of her little toys with the horse as the backdrop, horse and trooper as the backdrop. She probably did it, actually. I mean, this side, look at it. It's flipping rammed, everyone. There's at least, I don't know, a few hundred people here. God, here we go. And fun enough, even though that lot just left, there's even more. What on earth are they all doing? They just arrived and just nothing. It's almost as though they're all fully aware that they might end up on camera. It must be. It's got to be me today, guys. There's no other explanation for it. I mean, so that's why the bus is being behind, because the flow is overflow, so it's gone into the road now, and it's a bit of a dangerous situation here with this many people. But I can't see what they're going to do about it. Genuinely, look at them all. Look. All day. Anyway, let's go back, as I said I would do, to the other end. A most unique set of interactions today, actually. Nothing like we're typically seeing here. Super curious. At this rate, I'm going to need to start standing on the other side of the road, filming past the buses and taxis to get basically like the entire crowd, because everyone, look, is just marching on the front here. Super, super, super odd. Come on, tourists, sort it out.
Sorry, I opened my drink.
Oh, sorry, I opened my drink. Okay.
You can stand on the edge of the box.
Brits posing for pictures, folks. I mean, everyone else has decided that they're not interested. They've gone home. It's super weird. And the funny thing is, the HCAV Museum MOD were expecting today to be a normal day because the guard shop in the yard is open for business. That is a part of the museum. So if that's open for business, one has to wonder why. You know what? I bet it was because of the parade ground closure and there not being a full dismount. Because we didn't get, even after the usual first changeover, we didn't get that massive. There was a decent number, but not the absolute enormous deluge that we typically get on a Wednesday. And that is very unusual. Oh, that every single group shot has been off centre, has it not? Every single one today. Let's have a wander actually through the yard in a minute, folks. It's so annoying when it's so busy here, but at the same time it looks empty in front of the camera when there's so much going on behind it. Maybe I should mount the body cam on the back of my head. On days like today, that would actually make a more interesting video, oddly enough. Bro, don't do it. He's still, though, despite the fact that there are far less people going anywhere near the box and his horse than when we were here and saw him at the weekend, he's still 100% observant on it, this trooper, and that is to be admired. It'd be very easy to get a bit snoozy in the sunshine, but no, he's absolutely alert, can see all the time. He's constantly monitoring the box. And to be honest, that's what we want to see, isn't it? That's how it should be. Oh, wow. Chinese guy saying thanks. That's pretty rare. Hopefully her bag will still be there in a second when she's finished getting a picture. Because the rate at which stuff disappears, folks, in this area. I think, actually, wait, let me look. How on earth is it 54 already? Let's have that wander I was talking about before. It's really curious, though, that we occasionally get these days when it almost appears as though it's height of winter. What I mean by that, well, I mean the yard at this moment is deserted. It's very curious. Now, the only reason I'm popping to the back is that somebody I spoke to earlier, as you probably heard the discussion, said that it is open, but only partially. So if in fact the troopers did come up the Mall today, I actually cannot see where they went after that. Possibly past Downing Street onto Whitehall, because there is no space here. And I'm not exaggerating, there's no space. There is a walkway, there's nowhere near enough space at either end to have gotten the horses around. In other words, the entire parade ground is closed. That I definitely think has impacted the numbers here today. I mean, they'll be finished with this shortly anyway, either tomorrow or the day after, and it'll go back to normal. But that's the reason. Makes perfect sense. The crazy thing is, even though it kind of doesn't really feel as though anything happened, the video is almost over. Hold no. This place is a time warp. 1 hour goes by like it's 10, 15 minutes tops.
I've had little
Now it's a bit, which end? Incidentally, those of you mentioning about, does he still name horses? Has he been told not to name the horses? Blah, blah, blah. Folks, you can't have it always, because now I've got the body cam and a main cam. I've got even less opportunity to be utilizing another hand, because I have to swap between hands with this kit because it weighs more than twice what the previous rig weighed. But standing here with that in one hand while I'm trying to scroll through and pick out horses' names is less than straightforward. I'll see if I can think of another option. Maybe I'll print out the list. The only danger with that is if I drop it or somebody nicks it. Yeah, another one, look, right in the box, right bang in the box on the left. He's let a lot of people go straight in the box in this video. Which is odd. Thank God that most of the tourists that are here today are being super respectful and acknowledging that there is a line and respecting it. Otherwise, it would have been absolute pandemonium. If there had been one massive group, or any unruly group here, 100% the horse would have been surrounded. Tons of people in the box, potentially more in the horse as a free-for-all. Another one. Both sides, look. Actually, wait, she moved to see him, but he's in the box on the left. The thing is, the body cam will show it much better than ever before, as you saw in the first video that I published. There'll likely be another body cam episode tomorrow, folks. I'm still working on it. Refreshing. Well, I mean, it's not really refreshing though to see so many people getting in the box. Oh my goodness me! I mean, now we're walking straight through it. Don't worry about me, don't worry about me. Are you worried about being on the camera? Is that... It's okay. Oh, bless her. Super kind. I don't want to spoil the shot. I mean, who knows what we're going to get. Quite a lot of interesting characters just turned up, and it's still fairly busy. The only thing is, you're probably all thinking the same as me, like, why is he filming when everyone's going in the box? Guys, ultimately, I know this videos are watched over at barracks. Whether that's a good or bad thing, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just like, you're probably thinking, why is he filming in 2024 and passing it off as a new video, folks? It is 2026. Specifically, I believe, is it not the 1st of July, 2026? I think it's the first day of the new month. And we've just regressed back to the summers of 2022, 3 and 4. The only thing we're not seeing is people grabbing the reins. Thankfully, yeah.
So the whole thing is I did, and I got one.
Okay. Did you get it? Was it a good one? I figured out.
I just took a bite.
I'm being quiet because I'm just watching and in surprise that some of the groups that are turning up here are standing and watching to decide if they want to go forward.
Se cuando sonríe, no hace sonreír. No, ve la foto. Ponen 0.5.
Pretty wild, guys. I'm going to finish up with the last few minutes. Back with the other troop at the other end. He's had a very straightforward shift. To be honest, they both have, but we've seen multiple people who really should have been told to move. At the end, we've just left. So this might end up being your least favourite video so far, folks, of summer 2026. And if it is, I can understand why. I'm kind of going around the back here because I can't really see a way in yet.
Oh, I should have said design. They changed every hour. Right? I get it. It looks bad.
Okay. So we're back to finish up here.
Okay, did I get everyone? Marissa, do you want one?
No, I mean, you know,
Mine is right. I got my daughter in there. I don't need to be in a big foot. Oh, I threw my water outside. Okay, we can go. Yes.
I have to be honest, folks. Marissa is actually very smart. She's the only one that didn't want to get a picture of that group. And it was the right decision.
He'll be back out later. Yeah, everybody knows.
I think she make like a little TikTok video on her lunch break. Damn, a lot of kids sitting on the bollards as well, which is not a good thing to see. That said, I don't think they'd ever dream of moving them up or down from the guard room when they could see that there were little ones sitting on them.
Alright, we gotta go. Don't go Mark's line.
Can you take one of me, Tom?
I mean, to be honest, depending on what it looks like when I've reviewed it, I might only publish this one as the body cam. Even the old trooper who is in the yard, in the arches over there, you could probably spot him just in the archway next to the shop, has no work today. There's nobody for him to marshal. Yeah, which is a shame. Trying to squeeze through. School group.
Hi.
Trying to squeeze through the school group. We'll finish up here, guys. I mean, it's quarters to the hour. It's a pity, actually, that that they have closed the parade ground, but that was inevitable. I was either thinking it'd be a rehearsal of some sort and or a closure, but I instinctively thought it would be in all probabilities tomorrow, Thursday, that they would do that. Sure, let's move away because they're getting a little family shot with the little ones. That'll be likely the last tourist in today's video. 66 minutes already, just vanished. Crazy, absolutely bonkers. Opening the box ready, but 15 minutes before the changeover. It's proper early today.
Foto o video?
Foto.
That means I missed some good shots. That means I missed some good shots.
No, actually, the opposite. There have been multiple people that have walked straight in, been right next to the horse here, right next to it, not a word, nothing, zero, no response. Genuinely surprising, to be honest, not in a good way.
That is surprising.
Unless somebody actually, I think, and they didn't, even if somebody grabbed the reins, I've got no idea if he'd even say anything. It's super odd. That end, super strict all the time, but hardly any people that end. So everyone this end with, which is annoying, no? If it had been the other way round, it would have been
2 days
absolute.
ago, this guy shouted. Not allowed. This guy.
Really? So what happened, I wonder? Super odd, isn't it?
It's your big head.
You reckon that?
No, honestly, he shouted.
Yeah, maybe it's me. Maybe he doesn't like me. Maybe he doesn't want to be on my video shouting. 100% it was this guy.
Yeah,
Really?
really loud.
Any videos of that on your channel? Because I need to have a look, see if it is the same guy.
I didn't get it. Who had it? I think that guy had it.
I don't even know which channel that is.
Yeah,
I don't know any of the other people that are here, to be honest. I only talk to you and the originals. That's about it. But I think the reason it was a lot quieter today is the whole parade ground is closed off.
yeah, I saw that.
So I'm thinking that might be why it's been super, super odd. Not only with numbers, but with the fact that they've been coming out and just kind of, look at this. Everyone's standing all around, not really doing anything. Folks, I am done for today. Back soon, people. Bye for now.